Hey, I just want to take like 10 seconds and talk about our other project that we're working on. So if you haven't seen it, it's an F600 that we're turning into a pickup. Oh, looks like we're out of time. Hey, you're still late, but you're also watching Whiskey Den, so we'll let it slide. Anyways, today we are going to be making custom exhaust tips. You won't need much. Maybe a little hole saw, some ear mufflers, positive and negative screwdriver. You always gotta have your welpers if you're gonna be welding. Safety glasses, a drill, pretty basic stuff. I had these rolled at work, and then I got a couple of pieces of steel. 6 inches and then 2 inches tall. Nothing too serious. So, enough talking, let's get after it. All right, I will give you a little bit better shot of what I was talking about. So it's basically like 6 inches by two up or whatever. The plan is that I'm going to weld these together like so, and then I'm going to plate each end, drill our hole in the center, weld this on each side, and then we're going to get fancy and get the saw out, and we're going to cut this at an angle. I'm not sure of the angle yet, but we'll pretty much have 2 exhaust tips, just like that. Magic. So, anyways, I'm going to put you guys on hyperlapse real quick. I'm sure you don't want to watch this. So, anyways. Let's do it. Alright, sorry about the welder being so loud, but what do you do? So anyways, like I said before, I'm just going to tack this together. Just like this. Slide the welder over just a hair. Cover them if you got them. See the fast hands? Yeah, you don't want none of that. So if anybody that's new to the channel, if you don't know, I'm building my very own suicide door crew cab. It's going to be a 1965, 66. It's about 5 pickups and 1 Crown Vic. It's on air ride, 306 with a 4-speed. A lot of work to do still. And then the other project that I'm working on is an F600 that I'm turning into a pickup. Hopefully you just watched that episode. If not, maybe you should. I'm going to weld this in a few different spots because we're going to end up cutting it in half shortly. I was also told not to wear these gloves because they burn and they can light on fire and stick to you. And I don't remember who said that, but they are absolutely correct. 100%. few more tacks. I really don't want sunburn on my eyelids. That sucks. I remember years ago I worked at this welding shop, and it was really hot out one day, and I got a tank top on, and I'm welding these lintels above these windows. It's basically an angle iron, so that they can stack bricks on top of it, you know, on the exterior of, you know, buildings and whatever else. Well, I'm stick welding all day, and then go to put my arms down, and I had sunburned my armpit. And you want to talk about pain. And for the next 3 days, I bet I had 30 people ask me if I thought I was a hard, you know, like tough guy or something, because I couldn't put my arms down, so I was walking around like this everywhere, turning sideways through doors, and you know, you've seen those meatheads like that. But yeah, so after that, I decided to wear sleeves. It's a pretty good idea. So anyways, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stand this up on here, trace out each end, whatever. I'll cut those, and then we'll weld those on as well, and we'll drill our holes. We'll, you know what I mean? So I'll put you guys back on time lapse. I'm trying to keep this video short so that well, nobody wants to watch a 40-minute video on making exhaust tips. So. Welcome back. So, got our little pieces cut out. We are ready to go. I'm just gonna weld this one right here and then do the other one real quick like. You remember the guy I bought that front clip from, for the guys that watch the channel? Well, he has a 64 F450 dump truck for sale. And if you got one, you want them all, right? You know, it's really difficult to weld if you don't have a ground on. Man. Uh-oh. Oh well. I guess we're holding it. Like a fart in church. You know, what I really need to do is make myself a bench. Tell me if that's something you guys would like to see. You know, this stuff like here, like honestly, a guy could do this with just a regular sheet, you know, 16 gauge or whatever, and a cutoff wheel and a grinder. I mean, you could cut these pieces no problem and just have a little bit more welding. I just figured since I got the machine, I might as well, or I got it at work, I might as well just do it there. It's all about saving a buck. I don't know about you guys, but I like seeing different stuff that's not store-bought on vehicles. You know, like, that's different, you know. Where'd you get that? Oh, I made it. It's actually really easy. Oh, yeah, well, there's a ton of stuff that's really easy. All you gotta do is see somebody do it once. You're like, oh, well, Why didn't I think of that, you know? Cover them. You know those cheater glasses that they get? Whoa, we're on fire. We need some leather. Anyways, you know those cheater glasses they got at like O'Reilly's and Walmart, all these other places? I think it's about time to go find some. Alright, so now what we'll do is probably try to squish this together. That ain't happening. Alright, I guess I'll have to get after it with a hammer. I'm going to tap this together and then I'll just tack this and then we'll throw it on here. So, I'll be right back. Go grab a sandwich or something. Or beer. I think that it's finally time to clean the garage. This stuff is everywhere. Anyways, I got these welded together. It's very nice. Ideally, I should have just went and bought some exhaust. They're already flared out or whatever, so you can just slide the pipe right in. Anyways. So, doing it this way, you can literally put this wherever you want. Just for convenience, I'm just going to throw it right in the middle. What I'll do is just, she might not be perfectly round. So I just marked where the top is. And we'll just do number uno. Did I ever tell you guys how I learned to swim? I was, older than I should have been. Anyways, I got an 85 Camaro. Cute, nice little hot rod. And it's the 4th of July weekend, and me and my buddy Darren and Huey are out, doing what 15, 16, 17-year-old kids do. We're out looking for coolers of beer to steal. So, not my proudest moment. So we find this cooler and throw it in the trunk of the Camaro, and we go tearing out of town, and I turn back and I see the pickup that we took it out of behind us. And they are cruising. Well, I wasn't familiar with the area we were in. It was up in like Little Falls, I think. Big Fork, or somewhere in northern Minnesota. Anyways, we're flying down this gravel road as fast as my car could go, and next thing I know, we run out of road. It's nothing but trees and a beach and a gigantic river. Well, we were all like, little tiny guys or whatever, and these guys get out of this pickup and they're gigantic. And we all head for the water, and we're out there swimming, and the current is insane. And these guys are up there, grab their cooler, and they were down there talking to us or whatever, And I thought they were coming in after us, but I don't know, they must have thought it was funny or something that they would have done when they were kids. So they left. They didn't do any damage to my car. Nothing ever happened. No harm, no foul. But I learned how to swim, and I almost drowned because the current was so strong. There's a huge dam, like not very far down. But I'm swimming as hard as I can, and I finally get to close to shore as I could get, and I grab onto this branch, and it took me a while to get back out of the water, but man, was I ever scared. So, that's why you don't steal beer. Anyways, I'm gonna drill these holes out since I've been talking your ear off. But I'm gonna drill these out or whatever, then we'll weld them on. So, be right back. All right, so we got those hole drilled. Luckily, I didn't break my wrist. Could have very easily happened though. Gotta be careful doing this stuff. Safety is pretty important. Oh, another thing is these stupid strings that I got on sweatshirts. I'm not trying to get caught up or any of that other stuff with these darn things. Make sure you cut them off your sweatshirts. Anyways, let's do a little welding. Very nice, very nice. Alright, see what we got going on here now? Now what I'm going to do is make my mark and I'm just going to cut it. So hopefully they both stay exactly the same. I was going to cut them straight, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to offset it just a little bit. What do you guys think? Should we aim for the middle? 16. So 8 is middle. What I was thinking was just going an inch over and an inch over. Putting a line through it. That way it'll be perfectly even. And that's where I'm going to make my cut. Huh? I mean, you could literally do whatever you want. You could round this, you could cut flames in it, or, you know, whatever. So, anyways, get the rest of it marked. 7 inches. Pretty good at drawing exactly straight lines. Just kidding. Just kidding. You know, another thing, if you really want to get fancy, you could, rather than just cutting this straight across, you could move this line up an inch, so then it'd be angle and another angle. But you would have to center up. That's what you'd have to do. You'd have to center up on this line. If that makes sense. And then do the same on here, but you could have an angle on an angle. But yeah, we're not doing that. I'm gonna get the death wheel out. I'm gonna cut this off. We'll be right back. All right, who's ready for the reveal? Oh, oh. Custom made. Yeah. Set that one there. Set that one there. Oh man. I should have put this weld on the other side. Maybe I'll knock it off there. Anyways, what do you guys think? I'll clean this up, finish welding them, grind them up, make them look pretty, and then, yeah, that's about it. That is going to conclude this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other builds. I have an F600 that I'm turning into a pickup, as well as a 66 crew cab that I'm making. Suicide door, stretched Crown Vic, on air ride. It's going to be awesome, so check it out. Have a great week. Thanks again. See you next Friday. Well, what do you think of the new project vehicle? We're going to turn this into a gigantic pickup. Says it's a 63. Oh, you almost had it. All right, give me a fastball right down the middle. Let's see it.